again. And I think we're going to be okay. All right, so tonight I'm broadcasting live from New York City. We, across the country, have been experiencing a lot of crazy things. And in some parts of the country, it's starting to level out. Like in New York, on the Northeast, it's starting to level out, and we're kind of regaining our footing again. And in the maybe the South, not so great. They're getting some spikes and things like that. Texas, Arizona, Southwest, California is still kind of. So we're okay. Now it sounds good. Great, beautiful. Okay, sometimes you got to restart this Facebook. What are you gonna do? Okay, so we want to welcome you back. What's the story with Maria? June 23rd, 2020, and we are going live from New York. And I want to thank Jim Bell. I want to thank Armed Radio, Joe Rocks. Appreciate those guys because they have given me a place and a home to broadcast from for almost 3 years, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so tonight I have Darius Frowner calling in at 9:12 and Henry Kapersky. So these are two of my wonderful friends that are incredible musicians, musical directors, vocal coaches, show starters, people that start things and are very magnetic personalities that draw people to them. And they're very different personalities, but they are both calling in tonight. And because we are hi Jay Rivera, Rena much better now. Okay, Lynn Portis much better now. Yeah, what are you gonna do? You know, we're gonna roll with the punches. This has been the season of rolling with the punches. Jill Anderson, hi Jill. I'm sending you a million kisses. Jill is the greatest. All right, so we are gonna we have our friends calling in, and the reason I asked them both to call in is because this has been a very strange time if you're a musician and you're used to playing in clubs, you're used to teaching in a school, you're used to musical directing, maybe going on tours with shows, traveling. Because things have not been able to happen indoors, we have been forced to we've been forced to get creative, and that's what we are. We're creative people, so we've been forced to get even more creative and think outside the realm of what where we're used to being and performing. And so many people have been doing so many amazing creative things, and these are two guys that are always creative anyway. And I've been using the word reinvent quite a bit, but it just keeps coming up because that's what we've had to do. But it's okay. It's like, necessity is the mother of invention. As a kid, I remember hearing that and asking my Uncle Nicky what that meant, and he explained it to me. He was kind of like my idol, like he was this cool, smart, hippie guy when I was growing up. And he explained what it meant, and I really, the older I get, the more I know what that means. Necessity is the mother of invention. Sometimes you're used to doing what you do and you keep doing it and it works for you. And then you're just thrown into situations where you can no longer do what you're used to doing and you're forced to find new ways of doing it. And that's not such a bad thing. And I'm a creature of habit, so for me, sometimes these things rattle me. But I got to tell you, it's forced me to do things that I would not normally do, or think in ways that I would not normally think. And it's good. They're good ways. Even just to get myself out of a bad head, I've really gotten creative, and it's been a very productive thing. So as I said, Darius is going to call in any minute, but I do want to remind you guys, it's on my Facebook wall. It's on Lynn Portis' Facebook wall. Lynn Portis and I wrote a brand new song. It's called Hiding in a Ghost Town. It's about what we've experienced in the last 10 weeks in New York City as New Yorkers. And if you are watching New York or lovers of New York, you're going to really love this song. I gave Leo a ton of pictures that I took to kind of photo journal the situation, and he put them into a video, and it just came out beautifully. So please go and check that out. Darius is calling right now. Hi, Darius Frowner.
Hey, Maria. How's it going?
It's going great, sweetheart. Bring up your voice a tiny, tiny bit.
Okay, I'll just talk much closer.
Yes, that's great, because I got the fan on because it's really hot in here, so I don't want you to get drowned out by the fan. How are you, sweetheart?
Good. I'm having a nice day. I came up to visit Henry Kapersky, where he lives, up in a sort of rural in the Catskills.
Wow.
We did a hike. Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you guys are both in great shape. How long was the hike?
No, it wasn't brutal or anything. It was like it was fine, and it looked really nice views and stuff. And then we got to catch up and talk and a little bit about what you were talking about already. What are we doing different, like through this whole thing? You know?
Right, exactly. Well, you're one of those guys, Darius,
Yeah.
that's always, you're really great at promoting new things and finding new ways with social media or other ways to pull together these amazing nights. We've worked together for over 20 years. I'm going to say like 22, 23 years, and you've always been one of those guys that's pulled together like magical nights. And so now that we've not been able to be indoors and doing these kind of things, how has that been? I mean, how's that been different for you? I know how it is for me, but
Well,
how has it been for you?
it's quite different. I mean, so I have to think about it like so much of what my career was, whether it's like live performance or whether it's the teaching or music directing in theater, involves people singing in a room with people watching. And it seems like this disease came right for that. That's what you can't do. Who
Right.
would think that singing is a super spreader activity? You know?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
But
I've been hearing that a lot.
something so innocent, right? Like nice. So not being able to do that has it's definitely different. But the invention of other things like being able to teach and coach over Zoom, I'm kind of amazed how well that's landed. Like as far as being an educator and seeing it still work, and as far as kids, they're used to screens, so they pay attention.
Yes, they do. They really
Yeah,
do.
and then even with the special ed kids that we work with, it's just amazing that it's still, with Kathy and our whole program, you're part of that. Switching over to that digital thing was amazing.
Right.
And so that goes on. And then also building instrumental tracks was something that I had to do now and again. But now I know how to whip one out quick. And it's like crack. You're like, oh no, I need a trumpet, I need strings, I need a bass line, and then I'm just making the tracks now. So that's another like skill that I added in now. I needed to, and it was good to do.
Yeah, and beautiful tracks. So I do want to talk about that because, I mean, there's so much to talk about. But one of the things that, I mean, we always played live and we always taught live and, face to face with the kids and face to face with the audience. And as you said, like,
Right.
you get energy back from the audience. But we have, we were forced to go into this. And luckily, our boss in Morristown at the Male Performing Arts Center, Kathy Roy, is just amazing. And like, just like turned on the switch, and she did all this planning and just put us right into like we barely missed a beat, and
Yeah.
and the kids
I
really
know,
took
and
to
the
it.
kids, like, they're up on it too. I mean, I remember we had a 9-year-old, and she just knows how to share screen in Zoom and pull up a document in 5 seconds.
Well,
So,
it's funny.
the kids know we better learn it too.
I was Facebooking with Gregory Patterson today, and I said exactly that. I said, this has been such a challenge for me technically. I mean, I've learned a lot. But guess who's taught me the most? 9-year-olds, literally.
Yeah.
Students that know how to navigate Zoom, and good for them. I guess it's a different generation,
Yeah, and the thing for adults, like just yesterday, I set up a little thing on my website that since it's going so well, this like one-on-one coaching that I'm able to do with people and build them tracks. I really want more people to work with me because I just find that we all get such a hit out of it. So I'm ready for everybody now. And I got a whole library of digital music and stuff like that. Ways to kind of continue the magic that I like to create live. I can get a good part of it on Zoom. Not all, because but a good part of it. So that's still been fun.
Right. And so have you found that you've been working more, of course, more from home, but you have a studio at home, that place that you work from, but have you found that you've upgraded in some ways or created a space for yourself you didn't have before?
Yeah, it's definitely more like a home office, which is nice to not have to drive every time I'm going to go somewhere. Just go into the living room, but I can also take my keyboard and go somewhere else and work if I need to. The other project that's It's just going to release this on Sunday. I decided to release it on Pride. It's a video, kind of like about my photography and arrangement I made for Beautiful Studio by Stephen Schwartz and different singers, and we compiled it all together in a video with some help. And parts of it are excruciating, and parts of it's amazing, like learning how to mix all these tracks and line them up in the video timeline. And I'm going to be really proud to see that come out.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I mean, that would make me, I'd be pulling my hair out.
I mean, it's different because, what I always do, and I love it, is like, what are my videos about? Look at this great singer. That's what I love to do, and that's what I do. Well, this one has great singers, but it's like my message of what I think and me expressing, talking and piano playing and musical arrangements and stuff like that, while still trying to deliver a message.
Wow.
It's a minute, but it's going to come out this Sunday on Pride, so I can be proud of that.
Wonderful. And so it's so great segue into Pride, because what's happening if you're out there in other parts of the country and you're not used to being in New York around this month. This is Pride Month. So, and what usually it's like the whole month is like event after event after event. And where we work at the Duplex is like kind of the center, because it's 2 doors down from Stonewall. And so it's kind of the epicenter of Pride. And so that's a little different, although I'm very happy for them. This Monday, yesterday, the outside cafe opened.
Yeah.
The inside is not open yet, but phase 2 allows bars to be open outside. So I think Adam and Liam are working today, and T-Rex and Tara were working yesterday, and they're outside. So that is still going on. But normally we would be having event after event during this time.
Right.
So
and so this year's different. We won't have Pride, like that Sunday's not going to have that parade. But like if you think about it, what the other strides that we've made as far as humanity this month, the way that the Black Lives Matter really took root. I think like hearts and minds and policies are changing. That and that's been inclusive.
Absolutely, 100%.
And everything an amazing feeling. So it's different, but we still have things to be glad about,
Absolutely. Well, even that, we're so used to it being a certain way. Even all of what's happened in the last few weeks has rattled. It's like taking the city, if the city was in a box, and shaking it. And but what's come of it is so much incredible, like you said, inclusion. And I think a lot of people that normally wouldn't be thinking about those things are now.
Absolutely, yeah. That's just like wokeness. I don't know, maybe that word's very 2019, but it's it does feel like it's catching on all around, and I'm really happy about that.
Absolutely.
So I saw a little chance to have a get together because we've maybe moved into the stage where it's safe to be outside with people at a little bit of a distance. Since I started, I'm an epidemiologist now. That's my other. I know everything there is to know about this. That's all I think anyway. But it seems to be safe to be outside.
Yes, absolutely.
People. And so our friends Daniel and Kyle live on Christopher, but their roof is over the Village Cigars.
Okay.
So it's the perfect view. And I went to a Pride party there last year. Perfect view of the city and of the Duplex. And I'm going to bring my piano up there, and you're going to come, and Lifetime about Chalet. I'm going to come today, and Jay and a couple of our really good singer spotlight regulars, because we can only have a few,
Yeah, we have to keep it to a minimum. Now, tell everybody when that is happening. When is that happening?
So you go on it's going to be on Thursday. You go on the regular Duplex Facebook page and YouTube, I understand. And 7 p.m., 7 to 8, 1 hour of us up there talking and singing, and a couple of call-in people too, video call-in. We're going to get with that technology. And so you'll get to see us, and we haven't been doing that much. My ingredients aren't there to just do a whole live thing from my living room, just me. I kind of spin the magic when I get some other people around.
Right.
So I can't wait to do it. And this will actually be my first time playing a song for a singer right next to me since this, or close.
In 10 weeks.
This whole thing began.
In 10 weeks. I think.
Yeah, once it started, when all this started, since March 13th, I have not played a song for a singer in the same damn room as me.
Isn't that crazy? That's over. Wait, that's 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Holy.
However long it was. it feels like sometimes it's 12 years.
I know.
So that's kind of meaningful to me, and that it could be you and other people that I love, and maybe people would love to see us. It's going to be like, it's going to have some feelings for me.
Absolutely. It's going to be really great. Well, I just want to stop you for a second. Leo put up your website. So
Okay.
I do want to remind people, there is Darius's website right there, and you just updated it too, which is really great. So if you are looking for vocal coaching, if you're looking for someone to make some tracks for you, to work with someone, Darius has a little more time on his hands now because you don't have to be in a certain place right now. And are you in between teaching, or are you teaching again?
Yeah, we're gonna start up a digital summer program, which is very different from before, but it's still gonna happen.
Yes, good.
But right now I'm in between. Yeah.
Okay, so
what's going on. That's why I'm doing hiking with Henry today.
Hiking with Henry. Oh, I love that. Hiking with Henry. That could be a show right there.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. So we'll post some more things about that, and then who knows, we can do more of this in the future as we move towards getting together for real again.
Yeah.
Whenever that happens,
Yeah, it's going to be good for everybody. I think a little at a time. We have to be safe about it, and we're going to be safe about it. And restaurants and bars are going to be safe about it, but we're going to get it done, and just hang in there, everybody, because we're coming back, and we're going to do what we have to do. But we haven't forgotten about anybody. We haven't forgotten about you.
Right. Yeah.
We love our customers. We love our people that have been supportive, have been beyond supportive. And I know I speak for myself, but I think you would agree, Darius, that we will never forget how people have really been in our corner at this time.
So many good memories and videos. I even miss the things that drove me crazy. Like if someone asked me for Sweet Caroline 4 times in a night, I would take that now. Bring it back.
I know. Isn't that funny? The things that you miss. It's true. And you've been also spending time in Pennsylvania with your mom as well, outside?
Yeah, well, twice we figured out, we do the same kind of like safe kind of distancing visit, and mostly like eat dinner outside and stuff like that. And so she's doing fine. I like one thing that I don't worry about in this is her, which is great. She gets it, and she's fine.
Yeah, your mom's pretty amazing. She's like an amazing human.
Thanks.
She's kind of like Supergirl. Yeah, I love your mom. She's no joke.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's remind people now. This Thursday night, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, go on the Duplex is the main page. Duplex Channel Bar, not Singer Spotlight.
But the Facebook page, right? The Facebook page?
The Facebook page, yeah. Uh-huh. And, they can throw in some comments and stuff like that, and we're just going to have fun for an hour.
Yeah, we're going to ease back into it, and hopefully really soon we'll all be able to. Well, Lynn Portis and I, a couple of weeks ago, Lynn said, why don't you come out to my house? She lives in Long Island, and we just set up in the driveway, and we set everything up like 6 feet apart, and her neighbors came out with everybody had masks on, and everybody had lawn chairs, and just sat, and we just did a bunch of sing-alongs, and it was amazing.
Oh, that's great.
It was so amazing. People were so happy,
Yeah.
So it's
Feeling, yep.
Great. One of those weather permitting things. But Thursday's going to be great. I already checked the weather. It's going to be great weather.
Uh-huh.
And so that's how we're kind of doing Pride this year, and that's how we're doing reconnecting with people that like what we do and things like that. So I think it's been difficult, but I think we're going to look back at this time and really feel like we did well. We adjusted. We stepped up to the plate. We knew when to back up. We knew when to just listen to people in charge like Cuomo, and it was a good thing. I think that we all pulled together. I'm very proud of us as a society, I gotta say.
And New York in particular, and so I'm gonna I'm at a restaurant with Henry, and he's ready. Should he call you separately? We just know how your technology works.
No. Well, I think that if you just pass him your phone, then we can just go from here. Let's do that since you're with him.
Okay, good. I want to just keep it smooth.
Okay, Darius, thank you so much for taking the time.
I love talking to you, Maria. This is great. I'm so glad it can work out and we do
Yeah.
something on Thursday.
Me
Like it's
too.
like the
I'm
family
looking
together
forward to
again,
it.
you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
me
So,
too.
awesome. Okay.
All right, sweetheart. Love you. Talk to you soon.
Hello.
Oh my God. It's Henry Kapersky. Henry, I haven't seen you in, is
Hi.
it been over a year?
No, no way. Probably like 7 or 8 months though,
No,
which is
Henry. I
far
think it's
too
more
long.
than that. The last time I saw you, I was dropping you off. We had both worked at Brandy's, I think, or at the duplex.
Oh,
And I drove
wow.
you home. That's the last time I saw you. I'm going to say it was a year ago, Henry.
Oh my gosh, that's too long.
I know, honey. Are you living
But
up?
that is a fond memory.
It is a fond memory. And I love every memory I have with you is a fond one.
I feel the same way.
Yeah,
Truly.
you're really, I would put you in the good egg category for sure.
That is an honor coming from you, who is an angel
Oh,
in
well,
my life.
thank you, honey.
And many.
Listen, you're living where now?
I live in Kingston, New York, which is about 2 hours north of the city.
Okay. And what prompted you to go there?
I started dating someone who moved up there,
Okay.
and then I just followed.
And you
Um,
like it, right? It's more it's more relaxing, right?
I love it. It's beautiful. There's lots of nature around. It's a small town. It's cheaper to live here.
Oh my God,
and
yeah.
if when I need to get to the city, it's not that hard. I just take a bus, take a train, and you're there.
You're there. And now, Henry, I'm assuming that you're still doing music, right?
Well, not in these last few months. But yeah, before that, I was coming into the city now like a couple times a week and doing gigs and whatnot. But since quarantine, I haven't done anything.
But are you
Sadly.
still playing? Are you still playing for yourself?
Yeah, I've been mostly playing classical music.
Okay.
Interestingly,
Which I love.
I've been going through my old piano books from when I was like a teenager, and going through like my Beethoven and my Debussy, and it's so fun, and it's hard.
It's
Like,
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, not to say that music theater isn't hard. Like, it's also very hard, but there's a style, and you get used to it.
Right.
And classical, I have to get used to it again.
Well, it's a whole different head, isn't it? It's almost like putting it on a new head.
It really is. Yeah, it's like a different language. It's like speaking Italian on the piano or something.
Right. Well, that's a really good way to put it.
Thanks.
That's a
Yeah,
really. Now, I know you love to travel. You're someone that I always follow you and see, like, you've been around the world. You've been to many places in the world. And so now I'm actually very happy for you, Henry, that you are somewhere where that is more like relaxing and beautiful and good for your soul, because you're one of these guys that just has a very good soul. You know?
Oh, thank
It's
you.
true. You're a very spiritual guy, and I think that it's a good. I see it as a good thing. So, now, have you done any live Facebook Live and things where you play and people can hear you or we can find you?
I strangely, I haven't done that at all. I think when everything went down 3 months ago, I was just in shock and I didn't feel like it. But now I'm really missing playing and singing and entertaining people. So I'm thinking about it.
Well, if you do, you better let me know, because I want to watch you live. I mean, even if you do like 20 minutes, Henry, what's the worst that can happen? You go live for 20 minutes, and even if you play your hey, maybe you'll play your classical stuff.
That would be a good challenge for me, because it'd like really push me to like get my shit together.
Well, I'm gonna give you that challenge. I'm gonna say that I will be right there front row on Facebook when you do that. Please let me know, and I will share it to my page as well. One of our friends, Jeffrey Campbell, who is my great friend, I adore him, and he's an accountant by trade, but he's an amazing classical pianist, and he makes these beautiful videos of him playing classic pieces, and they're so soothing and much needed, and everyone loves it.
Oh, that's really inspiring. I think I will do that. Does he have a real piano though?
I believe, yes, he does.
See, it said I have an electric keyboard, which it doesn't make that big of a difference online, I guess.
Online,
Um,
yeah, but it still gets you doing something you wouldn't normally do. Like we've all kind of been pushed outside that comfort zone as
right, right.
performers, but I found it like now that I'm on the other side of it, not the fear side of it, but the reward side of it, I
Hmm.
I feel so I feel so happy about taking the chances that I've taken.
That's so good to hear. That's really encouraging.
You know? And how is your mom, Henry? I know that she's a classical amazing singer. I got a chance to watch one of the videos you made with your mom.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, she's doing well. She is able to teach voice lessons online still, and I know you're doing that too, right?
Well, Darius and I were teaching together at the Male Performing Arts Center, but what I've been doing lately, I've been running a women's writers group.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Henry, I can't tell you how amazing it's been for me. There's about 11 of us and like we meet once a week, but it's not always 11 that show up. Sometimes people can or they have kids or sometimes it's as little as 4, sometimes it's as many as 9, but we all bring something that we've written that week and I give people like starter ideas. And it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
been amazing because it's made me step up and keep writing. So I've been writing a lot.
And is it songwriting or story writing or both?
Whatever moves you. So I might throw
Oh,
out a
I love that.
title and I'll give everybody like 12 titles at the end of a class. And then
Hmm.
the next week they have chosen one or two and they come back with it. And some people write poetry, some people write songs,
Hmm.
some people write jingles, some people write found poems. It's like, so I'm thinking about actually teaching a class for kids now, just a poetry and
Oh,
lyric class that I'm going to start soon.
that's a great idea. That'd be so good for kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of saved my life when I was that age. I mean, writing really saved because it got me out of myself.
Right, right.
When did you start playing
Yeah,
music, Henry? How old were you?
I was very young. I'm probably like 4 or 5.
Wow.
Um, nothing good, but just like I like to just like sit and like press random notes on the piano and just like explore the sounds and
Well, that's
um,
it.
yeah. And then but I think I was 5 when my mom started to like actually teach me this is C and D and like how to actually play. But
Wow.
even before that, I just loved like clunking around.
Now, Henry, you come from a musical family, though, right? You have 2 brothers?
Yeah, I have 2 younger brothers. They didn't they haven't pursued music professionally, but they're both quite good singers, and one of them plays guitar quite well. But my mom is the real musician.
Yeah.
Not that that's not real, but
You always
obviously,
talk
you know
about
what
your
I mean.
mom, and I got to tell you, I love a guy that loves his mom. That is one, to me,
Me too.
I mean, I'm serious. I always say this to my friends. I say, you can tell a lot about a person by the way they talk about their mother, number one,
I agree.
or their father, whatever. But I mean, there's something about a boy and how he
Yes.
views his mother in the world that is so beautiful to me. And also, if you want to know something about someone in about 10 minutes, go to a restaurant with them and see how they treat the waitress or the bartender.
Oh, that's a good tip.
And you will
Yeah.
know who they are in the first 10 minutes.
That's so true because I have clocked someone and oh, this person does not have respect for
Other
people in
people.
service or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Um,
You
yeah.
know?
You have a very strong like reverence and honor for your mother too,
Oh my God, my
that
mother
I've
was everything. Yeah. But
yeah but it's like it's on your sleeve like that's something by knowing you we know that about you and it says a lot.
yeah, well, thank you, Henry. But I mean, that's one of the reasons I love you so much. And Darius is the same way. Darius is a really strong, beautiful relationship, one of great respect with his mother. His mom's amazing. Have you ever met Darius's mom?
No, I haven't,
She's
but
like
he just
she's a
came from his mother.
little tiny thing, and she is a powerhouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
like
bet.
just commands respect and just amazing human being. So, like that's another thing, guys like that, like guys that have these strong and amazing moms. I just think it's really wonderful. So, if there are moms out there that are listening and you have young sons and you think that they don't listen to anything you say, it's not true.
So not true. Yeah,
Right?
yeah, they're the most important. One of the most important.
Absolutely. So, so Henry, I do look forward to seeing you again in person and
Me
working with you
too.
at some point. Who knows? Like, I feel like now that we're on the other side of this in a way, I have this acceptance that's come with it.
Hmm.
And I feel like there are going to be some beautiful things that we will have created in this time, you know?
I agree. Yeah. Not
So,
to mention just the new things we've had to discover about ourselves.
absolutely. And I know that you're a really spiritual guy. And what would you say, what has this forced you to do that you weren't doing before?
Well, the big roller coaster I've been on is I've really become much more aware of my ego and when I'm serving my ego and when I'm serving, you know, humanity or like, the spirit that connects us all. Like but there are a lot of times when I let my ego get in the way and I don't always show that on the outside, but there are times when the way I perceive the world is like completely from this like how can I get this and get there and get that and this quarantine is really like since I've been away from that it's helped me see like wow that really drove me a lot and I think I would like to have the ego go more in the back seat.
It's funny that you say that because when I speak, like sometimes I've been asked to speak at certain things, I have a prayer that I do for myself, and it's always the same prayer. I say, "Make me, God, make me a vessel of your message and not my ego."
Oh,
And
okay, I need to write that down.
whatever, maybe it's the universe as musician, because I think the ego is this funny little thing that plays tricks on us. It's good to have a healthy ego, but I
Right.
think as creative people, if we are opening up ourselves to be channeled by something bigger than
Hmm.
us, only good things can come of it.
I completely agree.
And
Yeah, and
you
it's
and I
sure
are
it's
always
whatever
on
you
the
call
same
it.
spiritual path.
Yes, I always feel that way with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that you're going to always do great things. Even the fact that you're aware of it. I don't think 90% of the world is even aware of that, Henry. Not in our
Hopefully,
business.
this quarantine made it. Hopefully, others had a similar experience to me.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's
Well,
such a good reminder.
yeah. And so when's your birthday, Henry?
Mine's December 27th.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
Capricorn.
Okay, so you got a ways to go for your birthday. Well, I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do hope that we get to see each other and maybe before that. Who knows? I feel like I have no. When you're like driving a car and you're going up a hill and you have no idea what's on the other side of that hill,
Yes, yes.
but you're like, I'm just going to trust that on the other side of that hill is something that is not going to be scary.
Hmm.
And I'm kind of
Yes.
like in that car right now, driving up the hill.
I'm in the same car or same hill at least.
Yep,
Same
same hill. Maybe, yeah. So
Yeah, I
it's,
feel that. I'm glad I needed to hear that.
yeah.
Right.
So I'm just really glad to talk to you, sweetheart. And I want to say happy Pride to you. And
Oh, thank you.
yeah, and maybe this year is going to be different. It's just going to be looking inward, and the world is really like done a 360, and I think it's scary and beautiful at the same time. So
Yeah, I agree.
you know,
Happy Pride to you too, Maria.
okay, sweetheart, and
Yeah, I love you so much.
love you too, honey. And just put Darius on one more time quickly so I can say goodnight to Darius.
All right, here he is. Thanks again, Maria.
Thank you, my love. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, I hope so. See
Okay,
ya.
bye,
Here's
honey.
Darius. Hey.
Okay, Darius, tell people one more time if they just jumped on what they can look forward to on Thursday night.
Okay, great. A little mini reunion reunion of some of the people that he loved from Singers Spotlight coming on the Duplex Facebook page, 7 p.m. a live stream Thursday night.
Okay.
And I think also YouTube. We have a YouTube channel there too, so it's going to go on there as well.
Yeah, Jerry
And,
Schiffer, our manager, is amazing. He's getting all that happening.
Yeah, yep. I like to say, like, last year, because it was Stonewall 50. You remember it was a huge pride last year.
Huge. Yeah.
And then he sort of blew in with that whole thing like a tornado, like Dorothy.
That's
and then
true.
When it went away, he was there. And he's like just such an effective, like caring guy. He just listens to us and so much enthusiasm. Perfect.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing. Jerry Schiffer is pretty amazing, our manager at the Duplex. So just be looking for, and they do a lot of really cool things. So just be looking on the Duplex Facebook page, 7 p.m. Thursdays. And you will see Darius and his band of merry men and women. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun on the roof.
Up on the roof, there's gonna be a cajon and yeah.
Are you gonna have your cajon? That's great. I'll bring my tambourine.
Yeah, okay. There you go. And then right across the street, the campaign is open too. So we want people to just, making their way back over there. Be sensible. Don't act like an animal.
Yeah.
Right? And we'll just keep it going until we all get back. Get back to normal.
I love it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really great.
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart. Well, good talking to you. And also, folks, if you need tracks, if you want coaching, Darius is your guy. Leo has posted your homepage again, so you can find Darius pretty easily. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday, Darius.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be really great. Leo has also posted the Duplex Cabaret and Piano Bar information, so that's wonderful. Yeah, there's a lot of great things, and it's good for people to, a lot of time we're going back.
Yeah. And also people who have they either moved out of town temporarily or permanently. We can still be with them that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Until we can be together again.
Yep.
Okay, honey. Well, listen, have a good night. Have a good rest of the night. Enjoy your stay up there in that beautiful area, and I look forward to seeing you.
Okay, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it is going to be great. Okay, honey. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so that was Darius Frowner and Henry Kapersky. They went for a hike today in Kingston, New York. How great is that? I was talking to Darius yesterday. I want to check on all my people in a minute, but the last few weeks, I was telling Darius this yesterday. I told my cousin Rena this too. I haven't booked anybody for the show. Usually I book about 3-4 weeks ahead, until like the day or 2 days before, because the world is changing so rapidly and the current events are changing so rapidly that I feel like I really can't. I have to stay with what's happening. I kind of have to just be open. So let me check on, we got maybe 12 minutes left for a show. So, we have to do our food section of the show. But first, let me see who our beautiful people are. Lynn is here. Mandar Chick Magnet, who calls Darius nefarious. Jill Anderson, I adore Jill Anderson. Leo, thank you for posting Leo Rodriguez has posted Henry Kapersky's website, Darius's website. And Bill Goffey, you're right. You are absolutely right. You met Henry first. You are absolutely right. So if we know Henry, we can thank Bill Goffey. Yes, you are absolutely right, Bill, because I think you were doing a gig and Henry was playing the sax on it, if I'm not mistaken. Or Henry also plays the accordion. So he was playing one or the other, and Bill just brought him down to the Duplex, and the rest is history. Susan Goulet says, Kingston is awesome. I've never been up there, but I'll have to check it out. Jacqueline L. Bell says, Kingston area is fabulous. Okay, so she knows about it. I'm the only one that doesn't know about this Kingston. Let me see. Shady. Oh my God. So maybe we should all move up that way and find a spot to do an outdoor piano bar, just like at Emerson. Listen, a lot of these outdoor things are not a bad idea. I'm going to put this out there. You know, Lynn and I were playing in her driveway a few weeks ago. Anybody wants to book a party and wants to hire me and Lynn for an outdoor event, we are available. So, you know, it's always that weather permitting thing, but why not? There are a lot of parties that can happen. We still have a lot of summer to go. This is only the beginning. Actually, I think we're 2 days into summer. We have the whole rest of the. Bridget Siegel, how are you, my love? Hi, Maria. Miss you and love you. As I miss and love you. So good to see you. The Bearsville Theater. I guess that is up in Kingston, right, Susan Goulet? John De Palma. Hello, my love. Ryan Bristol. I cannot thank you enough. I love you and I love CT, and you guys made me feel very loved. They did something really nice for me last night. So I want to thank you. Okay, and he said, it's also been great reset for the world. This is Ryan Bristol talking. It's definitely forced us all to explore avenues we've never considered. I know CT and I are feeling so motivated to just move forward. I agree. I didn't feel like that necessarily a month or two ago, but I do now. Catherine Salvio has joined us. Let me see who else has joined us. And okay, I think our cast of characters. Rena Crugnali Bergi, my cousin from Massachusetts, is here. Mario Davila, I need a coffee mug. Okay, I will talk about all my stuff in a minute. Leo has posted our form for ordering merchandise, or you can just Venmo me or call me or whatever, and we will work out the merchandise thing. Don't worry about it. But Mario, I think I can give you a mug. I think you deserve a mug. Mario is the manager at Brandy's Piano Bar. Oh my God, do I love Brandy's Piano Bar. And I cannot wait to see you again, Mario. So you know what, Mario, there's a mug there for you with your name on it. Okay, so now let me see. I do want to do the food section of our show. What is the food section of our show called? It's called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. Now, what did I make tonight? I made, because I am back on my keto diet, because I gotta get in my pants. I'm doing well. So look at what I made. I mean, is this gorgeous or what? If Annette Zito is watching, or Stephen Daniello, he's going to be proud of me. This is a gorgeous piece of salmon, wild-caught salmon. And let me just read what I put in it. So I marinated it. That's my big thing. I'm a big marinator, and I marinate for hours. I'll just put something, marinated and put it in the fridge before I cook it. So what did I make? I made salmon with teriyaki sauce, garlic scallions, fiery hot mustard, which I got at Trader Joe's. It's delicious. You only need a pinch, though. It goes a long way. Lemon, dill, and sherry wine. So I marinated that for about 4 hours. And then I pan-seared this beauty. And there's some scallions on top. And then I just cooked just heated up some roasted red peppers and put them on top. Is that beautiful or what? I can't wait to eat that. Now, what did I make for a salad? I stayed with that kind of theme because I use a lot of Asian spices for that, and I stayed with that theme. So I made a salad: romaine lettuce, English cucumber, red onion, toasted dry seaweed. It's delicious. You can get at Trader Joe's and a few other places, but I'm like a Trader Joe's girl. Now, mind you, they don't pay me to say this. I just love Trader Joe's. And I'm using a honey ginger vinegar and a sesame oil. Now, where did I get the honey ginger vinegar and sesame oil? I have this wonderful favorite. There's my salad. Look how beautiful that is. I have this favorite place that I order from. It's in Concord, Massachusetts, right near my sister's shop. My sister has a hair salon. It's called European Flair. It's 1200 Main Street in West Concord. And right near there is a place called New England Olive Oil Company. And they have the most glorious oils and vinegars that you can imagine. And I got a honey ginger, which is my favorite. And then I got a toasted sesame oil. It's off the hook together. I mean, they're good separate, but together, oh my God. So that's the section of our show called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. I do have merchandise. I put my Venmo there. You can always Venmo me or PayPal me. Or just call me and we'll work it out. Here's my mug. This is only $10. My What's the Story with Maria mug. It says, Go Ahead, Keep eating on the back of that. A lot of my peeps have bought that. Look at this. Everybody's going with the tote bag, and you can wash this. That's what's so great. You don't have to use plastic bags. And what's the story with Maria? Tote bag, that's only $10. Go ahead, keep eating on the back of that. And then this is everybody's favorite item. I can't keep these stocked. This is a little more because it costs a little more to make. This is your, go ahead, keep eating apron. And it is blue, my color of the year for 2020. There you go. That is your apron. I didn't show you my shirt for tonight because it's Pride weekend. Just love, no hate. That's all. Simple. Just love, no hate. Okay, so we are. That's what's going on. I made some. What do we have for dessert? Now you're probably saying, what's for dessert, Maria? I am still on the keto, so I know this is boring to you guys, but I have to. I got to get in my pants. That's all there is to it. And it's summer. I can't hide behind my sweatshirts. So there's these. They didn't pay me to say this either. I just like these products. These are called Fat Snacks. FATSNAX. And they have a lot of different things. Look, do they taste like real cookies? Not really. But they're kind of sort of close enough in a healthy way. And these are these are less than 1 gram of carbs. So these are pretty cool. These are my new favorite thing. They're called blondies. So they're like this, instead of a brownie, it's this little blondie. But it's so delicious. Almost tastes like pumpkin, like a pumpkin muffin. And I love that. So that is one of my new favorite things. And there's a lot of different things that you can order. And then once I get on I can kind of navigate my weight, then I can start introducing other things. But anyway, let me see okay, Leo, what a sack. You could have said what a rack, but I do have a great rack in my kitchen. I'm just going to say that. In my kitchen, I have an amazing rack. Okay. I mean, my spice rack. All right, no dessert. I know Mandar. You know what's funny? When I was putting together this meal tonight, I thought, because Mandar is the keeper of my recipes. Mandar, you are amazing. You always write down all my recipes. You are the keeper of that. But I got to tell you, I was thinking about you, Mandar, because I'm like, Mandar's going to be so sad because I don't have real dessert. I have kind of fake dessert. But you know what, Mandar? That's what I got to do. Otherwise, when I get chubby, it's not good. It's not good. I can't fit into anything. I'm already getting old as it is. So I'm fighting the age train, baby. I'm fighting it. So anyway. And, okay, now everybody is hungry. I know. Now people are saying they're hungry Mandar's saying he's hungry for a rack of ribs. All right, so I will go back to cooking other things, but just for, a little summertime. Hey, listen, in the summer, I think everybody eats a lot of salads, a lot of fruit, things that are good for you. And then once fall starts coming back, we'll get the sweatshirts back on and we can start doing that and all that stuff. Yes, I mean, Rena, I was talking to you about it this weekend, about fitting back in the pants. This is my trick. I do not go up a pant size. I haven't gone up a pant size in 20 years, and I will not do it. I refuse. That's how I keep myself from being 8,000 pounds, because I can eat. I love to eat. I love junk. I love sugar. I can eat sugar all day long, endlessly. So if I allow myself to go up pant size, it's over. Anyway, all right, so we want to tell you again that there's Gianrique, the amazing Gianrique. I saw you on Instagram today, my love, looking rather festive and fabulous. Happy Pride, G. Happy Pride, babe. You put me in the mood. You really put me in the mood today. And I always feel pride. It's like a life thing. But this year's been a little, there's been a lot of things that have taken center stage that should take center stage. And so I've been kind of, just letting that happen and just be part of, the good in the world that needs to happen. But when I saw your show today, G, I got so happy and in a good mood and felt prideful. Okay, so... And, I noticed that I don't know where Dominic Pupa is tonight, but he was sporting some caftans with his parents in Long Island that I just could not believe. I mean, that whole family. And his parents are straight, but they were wearing these flowy caftans. Dominic, very contagious with the caftans. Yes, that is Willpower Arena, but you know, I have to do it. I got to trick myself. What are you going to do? You know, because another 100 people just got off of the bus and got off of the train. It's New York, baby. Somebody be taking your job right behind you. So, anyway, and all that. So, okay, we're coming towards the end of our show. Jimmy, how much time do we have?
We got about a minute.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart. I want to thank Jim Bell. Jim Bell is our producer and engineer. He has been making sure that this show gets on the air for almost 3 years. That is really amazing. This is episode 152, and 156 will be our 3 years. Oh my God. And if this was like regular time, who knows? Maybe by then. Last year I had a huge party. It was so much fun for our 100th, and then I went to Boston for that. But we'll see. Maybe this year we'll have to postpone it. But at some point, when everything gets back to where we can all hang out, I'm going to have a huge party to celebrate. I want to thank everybody that supported What's the Story with Maria. You guys are great. You make my day. If you want to watch this, I archive the video. Then it goes into podcasts and Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. Jimmy takes care of that. Thank you, Jimmy. You can go to our YouTube page, What's the Story with Maria. Follow us there. Follow us on Instagram, please. Like us on Facebook. I have that page. Please. I want to thank Leo Rodriguez, my right-hand man who takes care of all that stuff. And please go and check out our video. Lynn and I wrote a brand new song. It's called Hiding in a Ghost Town. It's on my Facebook page. And What's the Story with Maria. We want to thank you. We love and appreciate you. Have a wonderful night. Be good to each other. And happy Pride. Happy Pride.